I was accused of assassinating my ex-girlfriend, and it completely ruined my life. Now, after all these years, my friends suddenly want to talk. I was accused of something terrible, and it shattered my entire life. Now, after all these years, the same friends who turned their backs on me suddenly want to talk. Let me make one thing clear right away: I did not do what they accused me of. It happened about 7 years ago. Back in high school, I was just a regular kid, quiet, kept to myself, had a small circle of friends. I was into music, got straight A's, never caused any trouble. Sophomore year, I started dating a girl, let's call her Anna. We had known each other for a long time since our families were close, and we dated on and off for over a year. Our relationship was normal, no real problems. We went to different schools but saw each other a few times a week. Then, I was the one who ended it. There were a few reasons, but the biggest one? Her sister lost it one night and came at me with a kitchen knife. Time passed, and life went on. About a year later, near the end of my junior year, my buddy, let's call him Jake, called me up out of the blue. He told me Anna was telling people I had assaulted her. I hadn't spoken to her or even seen her since we broke up, and all my friends knew that. I figured it was just high school drama, gossip that would blow over. I had no idea how wrong I was. By my senior year, my life was in ruins. Death threats, people turning their backs on me, whispers behind my back, until it escalated to the point where I got arrested. While I was locked up, someone broke into my yard, killed my dog, and left a note calling me a rapist. That dog was my best friend, the only thing keeping me sane, and that was the moment I knew I had to disappear. The charges against me were dropped because there was no real evidence. But the damage was done. As soon as I was free, I packed my things and left town. I changed my number, deleted every social media account, and moved across the state. My parents knew I was leaving, but even they didn't know where I went. I had to become a ghost. Starting over was rough. People think moving out on your own at 18 is some kind of adventure. It is not. For the first 2 years, I barely left my apartment. I worked, came home, and repeated the cycle. I didn't talk to anyone. I was completely alone. The only thing that kept me going was my new dog, Bosco. Yeah, I named him after the bear from Avatar, The Last Airbender. I deleted my old online friends too. The only world I had left was my dog and my video games. Then, one day, I met someone. I was at the dog park with Bosco when I ran into this girl, let's call her Katie. She changed everything for me. She stood by me when I told her the truth, helped me rebuild my life, helped me make new friends. She never doubted me, not once. And now, after all these years, after everything I went through, guess who suddenly wants to talk? Last week, I made a new social media account. Just something small, to keep in touch with my new friends and Katie's family. I was careful not to connect it to my old life. But this morning, I got a message request. When I saw the name, my stomach dropped. It was Jake. He wanted to know where I had been. If I was okay. I ignored it at first, but then more friend requests started coming in from my old friend group. All of them, suddenly wanting to reconnect. Like nothing had ever happened. I finally responded to Jake. I told him exactly what I had been holding in for years. You guys turned your backs on me. You trashed my name. You let my life fall apart and did nothing to stop it. Do you really think I owe you anything now? Then, I told him everything. How someone murdered my dog. How I spent years in therapy just to feel human again. How I had to fight every day just to learn how to trust people. How, despite all of it, I built a new life, a better life, without them. And now, I don't know what to do. Part of me wonders if they have changed. Maybe they regret what they did. Maybe they want to make things right. But another part of me knows I fought too damn hard to get to where I am now. What do you guys think? Should I give them another chance? Or should I keep moving forward? Sorry for the long rant, I just needed a place to get this off my chest. Katie has already done so much for me, and I don't want to burden her with this while she's at work. Thanks for reading. Any thoughts are appreciated. Update. Jake and the others told me everything that had happened since I left. Turns out, Anna had spiraled. She became addicted to drugs, moved away, and no one has seen her in years. They all said they were sorry. They admitted they were wrong. But I told them we could never be friends again. The past is the past, but that does not mean I want it in my present. They said they regretted turning against me, but it did not change what happened. They claimed they did not know who killed my dog. For those wondering, he was poisoned. But none of them seemed to understand why I could not just act like nothing had happened. So, I blocked them all. It feels good to finally close that chapter of my life. Katie helped me through it, and I read through a lot of the comments here. I appreciate everyone who shared their thoughts. A few things people were asking. Anna's sister never liked me. She had serious mental health issues, and last I heard, she had been institutionalized multiple times. I have no idea where she is now, and honestly, I do not care. She was a terrible person, and I feel nothing for her. Anna admitted to making up the whole thing. Sometime after I left, she got drunk at a party and told one of my old friends, some guy I barely even knew, that she made it all up because I was her first love and I deserved it. The insanity must run in the family. If there is one thing I have learned from all of this, it is that you do not give second chances to people who destroy your trust. If they betrayed you once, they will do it again. Thank you to everyone who commented and shared their thoughts. You have no idea how much it meant to me. I do not need my old friends. I am finally happy without them.